same, man.
I stay myself, I never change.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's game features a team that can get it done on the ground. The Bengals are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Patriots team that wants to keep the running game in check.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Hundley. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. Play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down now after the incompletion. So the D-line's going to spread out. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Fresh set of downs here. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a handoff looking right. And some space here. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels, defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the third level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
First carry for James Conner. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Bengals getting set to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Again, it's Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing, Hundley. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lawrence. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
And on 2nd and 10 now. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll drop to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
Let's go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
In motion, Hill. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
In motion, Hill. On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 64 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bryant's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. And just not a big enough hole to break this one. He gets it to the 35 after showcasing that tough running of his. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Flex round.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, land it. No, check. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Go.
In motion, Hill. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. A swing pass caught. A big play there just before halftime. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Second down following the run.
Here we go. Flex round.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On second down, Johnson. Room here to run. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now they'll run it on the toss. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, look at 56. Look at over.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. In motion, Hill. They go play fake. Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
They go to Johnson again. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a third down and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Inside 4 minutes to go. Third quarter. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go! Ohio!
He'll drop to throw. Behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Patriots have it.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And to give this time to the tailback, down right around the 25. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now they try the right side here. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They run the counter now on 1st down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6. Now a handoff looking right. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
In motion left goes a tight end. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Now here's Bryant to kick it away.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try and throw back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there.
Let's go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round.
Looking to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Johnson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. There we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. And now out come the Patriots. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Take Carradine in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
All right, here we go. Green, Detroit!
In motion, Hill.
Gone! Back there, Philly, here we go.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll set up a throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Keep 15. Let's go. What? Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. 49. Check 49. Flex round. Flex round.
Now Hundley. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The busy night continues for Johnson. And a solid run down inside the 30. That 2nd down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff, Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. Oh, a design run for their wideout. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be